We're here at St. Mary's Parish Church, Ardnageehy Glenville. A beautiful church built in 1798 and a further vestry added in later. So we'll go inside.
Well, I've been rector of the Fermor Union of Parishes now for 9 years, having spent the previous 5 years in Douglas Parish in Cork City. And of course, Glenville is situated very much in a rural part of the outskirts of Cork City, so it means that the whole parishes of the Fermor Union are very big geographically. There's quite a few. There are 5 churches now left in the Union. And this church, as has been said before, is very much a family church. The Deanes and the Daunts have been coming here for years and still are. Although numbers are dwindling, as of course the families die out gradually. But the few of us that are left are keeping things going here. It's a lovely church, beautiful church. It's had a bit of a makeover over the years, had a new roof at one stage as well. And although the congregation on a Sunday is small, it does tend to fill up for the major festivals as other family members and friends come and join them for services. And we're looking forward to our Harvest Festival service, which is coming up soon, and that's usually a very popular service.
Robert Deane, my family, the Deanes, came to Glenville in 1903. My father married Ginny Daunt, who were originally in the parish of Glenville at that stage, but they only came in 1895. Worshipped here all their lives, married here, and are buried in the graveyard.
Here inside St. Mary's Church, Ardnageehy Glenville, and just to note that the original building, which was built for £500 given by the first fruits, was built in 1798, and it actually cost £461.10. Later, though the building was in very good condition, but in 1860 it was decided by the then vicar of the Glenville that it needed to be a little larger. So it was enlarged by the altar and vestry, and that happened in 1860. And since then, the only other major difference to the structure is the wonderful stained glass window we have to the Virgin Mary. Quite extraordinary window. It's very beautiful. The story, the folklore, I suppose, behind it is that Sir Edward, the last member of the Kinahans to live in Glenville, when he was in the First World War and they were in the trenches, and his aide-de-camp started to pray to Our Lady, and apparently Sir Edward said to the aide-de-camp, "If your lady will get us out of here, I won't forget her." Nor indeed he didn't. They came out, they both survived and came out of the war, and at the end of the war, Sir Edward came back to Glenville and immediately put in this beautiful, beautiful window to the Virgin Mary. So that was done. sometime in the late 1920s. Sir Edward, being in the First World War, fighting in the First World War, he lost two brothers, Daniel Hudson-Kinehan and Cecil Hudson-Kinehan. They were both lieutenants Daniel was in the Irish Guards and Cecil was in the King's African Rifles, and they both lost their lives. One was aged 32 and the other was aged 39. So they're our local heroes of the World War. Here at the entrance to the burial ground of Ardnageehy Church, and as you can see, many local people are buried here. Since the recorded graves are starting about 1750s or something, and all the notable, all the Church of Ireland people really in the area are buried here, but of course too numerous to mention. We did, however, mention the Hudson-Kinehan family because they gave the ground and they were the landlords of the day for many years. So obviously we can't mention everybody. Here we have the gravestone of Reverend Robert Flute. The Reverend Flute was here for, I don't know, maybe 20 years in Glenville, and his wonderful wife, Isabella. Now, Mrs. Flute, they didn't have any family, and she was wonderful to us local children. And she had a wonderful little drama group going, and she would take us and hire out beautiful costumes and everything, and take us to the Church of Ireland Incurable Hospital in Cork, and also to the Victoria Hospital to act out our plays at Christmas time. And this was great excitement for us, of course. But not only that, but she was a seriously charitable woman. And what she did was, there had been a British soldier shot in the area, and she went around and she found out exactly where he had been buried, and she got him exhumed and got him a Christian burial here in their plot in Glenville. Such a wonderful thing to organise. We are now at the Hudson-Kinehan plot here in Ardnageehy Graveyard, Glenville, and there are 14 headstones here, and strangely one of them is the Archbishop of Armagh and Primate of all Ireland, the Reverend Edward Gustav Hudson. He's over there amongst his brothers and sisters. The headstone is the same height, everything about it just filling in with the family plot. And if he'd been buried in Armagh, he'd have had a big headstone 7 foot.